As you probably know, Paultons Park is getting a brand new Viking themed area opening this year on the 16th of May. This area will include a brand new roller coaster, Draken, a new flat ride, and a retheme of the beloved Cobra, which will be now called Raven. So I thought it was a good idea to rank my favourite rides at Paultons Park before the new area opens, and then once Valgard has been opened for a while and I've been able to ride all the rides several times, do this video again and see if any rides have been moved up or down the list or any rides have been bumped off the list. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so at number 5 I have Ghostly Manor, the park's newest addition which came last year in 2025. I feel like Ghostly Manor was an amazing addition to the park and a major upgrade from the old 4D cinema that used to be there. It's got amazing theming both inside the ride and outside the entrance. Yeah, to be fair, I don't really have much to say about Ghostly Manor other than it's a good ride, it's got good theming, it's got a decent soundtrack. I don't really have any negative thoughts towards it. But yeah, it's just not my favourite ride in Paultons Park. Okay, so at my number 4 spot, I have Cyclonator, the park's gyro swing, which opened back in 2021 along with Tornado Springs. Now, I do really like Cyclonator. I think it is a really amazing addition to the park. The theming in the queue line is amazing. I feel like the cycle length is pretty decent. My only criticism of Cyclonator is I do feel the restraints are a bit tight, and I am talking more tighter than Saw's restraints at Thorpe Park. But yeah, apart from that, that is my only criticism of Cyclonator. It is a really, really good ride, and every time I do return to Paultons Park, I always want to ride it. Now, at my number 3 spot, I have Storm Chaser, the park's spinning coaster, which opened back in 2021 in Tornado Springs. Now, like Cyclonator, I always enjoy getting back on Storm Chaser whenever I go to the park. It is a really, really good coaster. The soundtrack is good. I mean, it's not the best theme park soundtrack in the world, but it's a decent soundtrack, fits the theme. Talking of theming, the theming around the ride area is amazing. The theming in the station is amazing. Yeah, I don't really have any negativity or negative things to say about Storm Chaser other than it's a really, really good ride. It's just not my favourite ride at Paultons Park. Now, at my number 2 spot and the runner-up, I have Flight of the Pterosaur. Now, Flight of the Pterosaur is a really, really good ride. As I've probably mentioned with most of the rides on this list, whenever I go back to the park, I always want to ride it. It is, of course, in my favourite area of the park, Lost Kingdom. It's got great theming both around the ride and in the station. The soundtrack, I believe, is just the soundtrack that plays around Lost Kingdom, so I don't really have anything to say about that. If you have been on it, or if you are going to go on it before Valgard opens, you do get some really good views of the construction site. Yeah, I don't really have any negative things to say about Flight of the Pterosaur. It's not my favourite swing coaster out there. My favourite swing coaster, or I do prefer Vampire at Chessington. I just feel like it's a bit more intense and I just prefer riding it more. But yeah, Flight of the Pterosaur is a really good ride, and that's why it is at my number 2 spot. Now, at my number 1 spot, I have Velociraptor, the park's boomerang coaster, which opened back in 2016, along with Flight of the Pterosaur and a couple of other rides in Lost Kingdom. Now, the main reason why Velociraptor is my favourite ride at the park is because it was the ride that got me into theme parks, it was the ride that got me into roller coasters, and it led to many adventures afterwards, which led me to create this channel. It's also got really good theming both in the station and in the queue line. The colour scheme is really good. The green and purple go really well together. You also get some really good views of Valgard when you go up both of the spikes. It's not the most intense ride at the park. I feel like that is Cyclonator. But yeah, it is still a really, really good ride, and whenever I go back to the park, I always enjoy getting back on it. And that concludes the ranking of my favourite rides at Paultons Park. Let me know down in the comments below what your favourite ride or rides are at Paultons. Also, are you excited for Vanguard Round with the Vikings when it opens in May? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.